Hey, IDS 302, is this thing on? I just did a minute and realized I didn't have my Bluetooth connected. Hey, let's just get this module 2 video 2, right, out of the way. Module 2 video 2. It won't be long. Just want to rehash a couple things and let's get an easy 5 points out of this. If you took advantage of watching the Gecko and the Mighty Mug videos, took advantage of that to get an extra 5 points, thank you. I hope you got something out of that and saw interdisciplinary process, integrated process in action to analyze the Gecko as well as to develop and market the Mighty Mug. Did you ever hear those things? I never heard of it and never saw one, so I don't know what happened with that. It seems like a pretty good idea, but maybe not. All right, well, the quiz is due, today, I see. The quiz is due today, and what do I have? One, two, three are in, and I don't know how many people I have in this class now. One, two, three, four, five. I have about 21 in the class. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing those. Here, I'll make it real easy for you. Easter egg number one, put thought into it, okay? It's a quiz. It's 2 essay questions. Depth is rewarded. Put thought into it. Okay. Use terminology, concepts, and ideas that you've learned. This is what I'm going to score you on, not just the quality of the idea. Like I've told students before, we're doing this research project. You could do it on favorite color. Okay. There's no gravitas to the weight of the topic that's going to put you over the top. It's more or less how you develop your steps, right? Um, so Easter egg number one, put thought into it. Okay. Tanner step two. Here we go. Tanner step two. Starting to get a little deeper on this, and I hope you're looking. That's due actually what, the 10th. My son's 29th birthday on Thursday. Put some depth into that. Look at the example. Again, the sample that I set up. This is where 75 points. These points are increasing. You can tell. And I'm going to score them accordingly. All right. Um, remember what the late policy is? 5% per day for 5 days. Then it shuts off. You can't turn it in. Good luck passing the class if you don't do one of the steps. Okay. A couple haven't submitted their step one, I don't think. And I'm getting a little worried for them. Okay. But take a look at it right with depth, okay? Um, and let me just do Easter egg number two right away. Depth is rewarded. All right, depth is rewarded. Look at that, 3.5 minutes in, not even. We got 2 of them done, right? Think you can shut it off early? No, I'm going to drag this last one out. Okay, so remember your formatting, okay? I've got some of the general things that I look for. Word doc only, name must be on paper, no cover page. You can do a header, a running head. Just do it like with a couple items line. Don't do a real like long running head. It just sucks up so much of the paper, okay? Um, no cover page, no abstract, no table of contents, Times New Roman 12-point font all the way through. Be careful. I see right away when something's off. And, watch out for that gray, faint gray highlighting that happens when you like copy and paste a quote or something. And by the way, this should be going through the plagiarism software. And I do look at that, understanding that some of this is going to be direct quotes and that, but I want to make sure that, whole chunks of it aren't from a different paper or anything. Double line spaced, you know what that is. Paragraphs indented, you know what that is. No extra line spaces between paragraphs. Extra line spaces between subsections is okay. You can subsection in bold if you'd like. Left margin on the subheadings. In-text citations, again, APA format, don't overthink it. It's last name, comma, year, or last name, comma, page, year, comma, year. Look at Purdue OWL, just go into their in-text citation basics and in-text citation. It'll show you an example for anything that you have. And that's all I'm looking for. Not looking for, a lot of, well, whatever, a lot of what, but block quotes over 29 words. Just avoid those long ones. Your papers aren't long enough to be using long quotes, all right? They need to be blocked and done differently, and I wouldn't mess with it, all right? Remember that all your in-text citations must match the citations in the works cited / reference list. I don't care if you call it works cited or reference list, but they got to match. Last names, okay? The works cited list should be alphabetized. It has to be alphabetized, not should be. It's required by last name. Hanging paragraph format with no extra line gaps between entries. If you don't know how to do anything like that, you can ask. It's fine. I like giving people the answers. Then I can hear you say, oh, aha, I got it. The aha moment. No pronouns. You did so well with the no I, me, my. I expect you to keep going on that. That was great. Keep I, me, my. Keep yourself out of it. And really, if you reread your paper when you did it that way, you're like, this is good because it's not like me, my, I want to do me. It's academic. It's scholarly writing. Good work. So let's before I sign off here too early, just want to remember, how we're looking at the meta view of this, right? Right now you're doing micro things. You're doing step 1. Okay, so basically you've identified a topic that interests you. Granted, it's a very general topic, I'm sure of it. It could be pollution, Black Lives Matter, election, marijuana, CBD, so many different topics we have. I love it. They're big topics. Typically, your research is going to be narrowed down really quick. But because this is introductory research, more or less, I want you to get a big picture item like that you can sink your teeth into, okay? So step 1, you looked at introducing that topic and, what's good about it, what's bad about it, what's going on with that topic. Step 2, now you're justifying the interdisciplinary approach. Why is this required? What are some of the meaningful questions? Why do you think that integrating more than one discipline will help solve or analyze it, right? You're also going to be talking about assumptions of the study. What are you assuming here? Okay. It could include a hypothesis, but it's not required. Limitations of the study. We talked about some of those already, and it should be evident to you as we move through here what's going on with that. Everybody's emailing me. Okay, and then step 2, okay, I want you to use peer-reviewed sources. I hope you're finding them. Keep adding to it. I don't want you to just keep reusing what you had. If it works, great, but I don't want you to keep reusing, duplicating it. And that's just going to be caught and, it's not going to look good. Step 3, in step 2, you're starting to look at basically, you're narrowing it down a little more, right? I mean, you're not talking about pollution on the earth anymore, really. You're talking about a conceptual pollution or something, marijuana growth, whatever it is. Step 3, you're going to do an annotated bibliography. I mean, you're going to go out and find all more sources. Yes, you could use some of that you have already if they're good, but I want you to step up your game for an annotated bibliography. Step 3, now you're looking at the previous research that came before you. How does it inform you? What is it? Does it support your work? Does it challenge your research? Okay. Then we're going to move into step 4. Remember, then we're going to start collecting data. We're going to do this survey. Then we're going to get it down to what are some of the opinions, perceptions, and experiences regarding blank, regarding your topic, comma, revealed in a survey of random adults. That's where you're going to set up and ask questions, quantitative questions, no open end. You're not going to let people ramble about a topic. You're going to ask them specific questions when they have the choice of answer or scale of intensity. And I'll go over all that in video about how to, I'm just getting Zoom meetings from, okay, step 4, you're going to look at that. Step 5, you're going to start putting it all together. Okay, so now you've got this idea that you had about what to research. took a look at it from a standpoint of justifying it as a interdisciplinary approach. You're going to look at the research that came before you. You're going to go out and get new data through a survey, quantitative survey. And then in step 5, you're going to put it together and we're going to find out what you learned, right? You kind of see where we're going there on the whole picture. And I want that to be something you can be proud of, that you can save in your portfolio of work that you have experience on. And then in about 6 months, half of you are going to get a hold of me and say, can you please be my 401 advisor? I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I am 401 advising, usually 1 to 2 students a semester, but it's very rare, and they have to have the same academic focus as me, which is very difficult. Okay, so other than that, I'm very flattered that they do that. But you guys are doing great. So are you gals. Everybody's doing good. Let me know what's going on, if anything. I'm trying to get you out of here. It's 11 minutes in. Easter egg number tray is peer-reviewed sources. Peer-reviewed sources. Remember, that's what I want to make sure. I don't want you to start slipping, start sneaking in a dictionary, Merriam-Webster, or sneaking in a Forbes.com or Investopedia, or thank God we don't have a lot of investing going on in this one. High Times. Watch it. It's a magazine, but okay. So questions, comments, concerns, you know how to reach me, but you don't know where I live. Okay, have a good one. Forks up. Peace.